Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
This is Triple M Footy's mini match of the round. Now, get ready for the first quarter.
As we get set here, McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, Triple M Rocks footy. It's going to be Sherry and Cameron starting on ball, and straight away they hit down to Nick Dacos, who wins the first centre clearance and goes and gives his brother an easy touch with a lateral kick. So Josh Dacos held up on the outer wing. Big healthy crowd. They expect over 40,000 here today at Marvel. As Darcy Cameron outworks Tristan Sherry, takes a contested mark, 70 from home. Kruger in the top of the square. Got Charlie Comben for company. He was terrific last week. Kruger. Instead, Cameron pulls the kick into the pocket, and it was an absolute beauty to Bobby Hill, I should say, on a long lead in front of Jackson Archer. And he takes the mark 40 metres out, just inside the boundary line at the right side for a right footer.
He was contemplating a snap from there. He'll have to go back with the drop punt. It looks like Will Phillips so far has got the job on Nick Dacos. So obviously Clarko pretty happy and excited to try and give the young fella a task to stick to. Obviously the 35 games, but who better to learn from the best?
Bobby Hill, game number 80 this afternoon. Always such a live wire, and he has flushed that. What a start for the Maggies. Have not made one mistake. They get the opener.
That's a great start from Darcy Cameron. He got the first clearance away. He just put it down Nick Dacos' throat. He opened up that space. Dacos got off Phillips, just a little bit of separation, and then used his speed. And then Darcy Cameron pushed forward in that piece of play, took a really nice contested mark. And for a ruckman to pull that kick, it's not an easy kick. It was absolutely 10 out of 10 in front of Bobby Hill. And that was a beautiful finish. But you talk about Will Phillips, it's a big second half of the year for him. I think he's been given the task. You're probably not a bona fide midfielder in your own right. Let's try and give you a job and see if you can nullify Nick Dacos today.
Another good kick to Lipinski, just back of the centre circle. He wants to go, but he ran into trouble. Well done, David Juniak. Good pressure. Forced the turnover, then went and won it back. Handball to Wardlaw, who drives a low ball inside 50 to Suva. Larky's taken the mark, 45 metres out, slight angle. Well done, North Melbourne.
Yeah, really nice ball movement there. Davey Juniak took the game on, gave it off to Wardlaw, who was running forward, shoulders out, and there was a beautiful kick to advantage. This is going to be a matchup that we're going to watch throughout the day. Two of the best key position players in the competition, in Nick Larky playing on Darcy Moore.
Back in form, Nick Larky, after kicking 5 goals in that win against West Coast last week from 48 metres. Normally does this pretty well. North Melbourne have the quick reply. They're 1-1-7. The Pies 1 straight 6. Good start to this game. Triple M Titanium Caravan scoreboard.
I like the energy that North Melbourne have brought early in this one. Even Davies Uni out there, about 5 blokes got across to him giving high five. They looked like they were certainly enjoying the work. He was good enough to get the turnover. Just a little push. Probably should have been better in the initial contest and bringing the ball to ground rather than trying to mark it over the top of Lipinski in the dangerous area. But that was good.
Wardlaw, quick kick, and it's going to work out. Curtis takes the mark.
Been busy early. Into the pocket, here comes the big Suvalaki again. And he's got it. Darcy Moore, all he can do is stand there. Had some room, had some space. 2 turnovers now. And Suva's going for his second.
Well, he was first to react. He knew that the kick was going to roll, which is good forward connection. He'll go around and snap this on the right foot.
Harvey Norman replay, just seeing Kleiny right behind him, about to get the best photo of the day. And Suvalaki has 2. And the Kangaroos lead by 7.
Well, it was brilliant work. We'll have a look at this on the Harvey Norman, but Darcy Moore just standing alongside with no pressure on. So you see Curtis, it was, I think, who got the ball in, rolled onto the left foot. You've got to understand that as a defender. Surely that's the only way he was going. Darcy Moore didn't go to that side of the ground, and then it was just a foot race. Larky first to react, got the metre or 2 separation. The kick was an absolute delight. And this man's in some serious form.
To Scott again. Man on the mark, 52 metres out. Play on! Eddie Ford offers a little lead in the pocket. He goes to the top of the square. Howe flew. Curtis stayed down. Quick snap, another one. The Kangaroos are up and about at Marvel. They have got 3 quick ones. And on the Triple M Titanium Caravan scoreboard, 3-1-19. Collingwood 1 straight 6, and they look up and about.
Yeah, they look really potent when they go inside 50. That one was a little bit of a different build-up. They used the ball around the arc, and then they were able to get forward and engage the Collingwood defenders that had got back in numbers. and make sure they create a contest ahead of the ball. And it was just a beautiful front and square there by Curtis. On the opposite side of the body for him, just classic in front of where the contest is going to be, and really quick reaction time to grab that footy and snap it in limited time that he had.
Davies Uniacke fed it backwards. Here's Tucker. Tucker with his left foot towards half forward. Sheasel had to stand in the way. The delivery, and he did. Bounced up quickly. Kicked it inside forward 50. Brilliant work by Sheasel, and the mark taken by Zerha.
So that's 2 inside 50s to 9 now in the Kangaroos' favour for Red Z, and also their pressure rating going at 215. So that is off the charts, Stevie. That referred pressure that we saw Jeremy Howe, a mark he'd go for, spoiled instead, starting to get to the Pies.
Zerha already missed an easy one. Owes them this one for 4 in a row to the Kangaroos. Crosses the 50. That's a bit better by Zerha. It's fading late and it misses. Or has it gone through? Or has someone marked on the line? Larky has it again. So the kick didn't make it. Larky's going to run around with a left foot snap. Frampton stands the mark for his 3rd goal. He loves playing against Collingwood. Left foot snap, and he's got it. Just a little sandwich over the top, 3 to Larky. And they dare to dream that they are the Kangaroos. 4-1-25, and the Pies have only been inside forward 50 a couple of times. They're 1 straight 6.
Well, that just shouldn't happen. I mean, there's a set shot from 40 metres. The forward's always going to be there to react just in case that footy does land short. There's a couple of Collingwood defenders back there that just don't influence. Frampton was back there. He should have been on the goal line. Instead, it's gone over his head. And on the Harvey Norman replay, Nick Larky has taken a chest mark, contested on Darcy Moore.
Pink couldn't pick it up. Davies Uniacke stepped around 1, stepped around 2, got it back to the top of the square. And they've got it again through Wardlaw. Wardlaw's taken the mark. They'll bring that back. 30 out directly in front.
Well, it looks to me like they've learned a lot from last week. Last week you touched on their pressure, Daisy. Their pressure rating was over 200, and that was the highest that it had been for 4 years. And right at the moment, it's well over 200, and the Pies are fumbling.
Joey likes what he's seen. He's already written it down for the first crack. He's got numbers going everywhere on his sheet. He's excited. So George Wardlaw, brilliant early. 5 in a row for the Kangaroos coming up, 30 out directly in front. Wardlaw finishes the job. 5-1-31 the Kangaroos, 1-1-7 the Pies. Titanium Caravan scoreboard.
Well, they're playing a really nice brand at the minute at North Melbourne. That's 4 goals now directly from turnover, 4 goals straight. So 4 of the 5 goals they've got is all resulting on the back of good pressure.
Wardlaw, another disposal. Underground handball, picked off by Sullivan. Great pressure from Tristan Sherry. Ran him down from behind, holding the ball. They're out. And where's Suva? He's working hard. Darcy Moore's all over him. Teagle's in this contest. It gets to the back. Curtis lurking. Here's G after first gamer. She's all over him, holding the ball. Advantage. Oh, hang on. Free kick has gone to Collingwood.
How? No, he's made the wrong call.
It's been overruled.
From the unofficiating umpire in the centre square.
That is...
It's either out of bounds or the free kick is being reversed.
Just give him time to reset up.
So it was definitely holding the ball against GF on sheet. It was a throw.
Yeah, Matty Stevic was pretty much his centre-half back. He's the most experienced umpire out there, and he's made the call.
I just wonder if someone upstairs got into one of the umpires' ears and said, hang on a minute.
Well, regardless, that's really well done from the non-officiating umpire. Because that could have just been play on, and we all sit here and scratch our heads and then complain about it.
Now the free kick has come back to Harry Sheasel on the boundary line, 30 metres out. Listen to this. They can do no wrong. Is this North Melbourne of 2024 or North Melbourne of 1999?
Oh, Joey.
They are playing like the premiers that are here watching at the Premiership reunion. They have kicked 6 in the opening term. They are 6-1-37. North Melbourne 1-1-7. Triple M Titanium Caravan score, but we've still got 5 minutes to play. This is unreal.
And 22 minutes gone in this one. Collingwood have 9 players on the ground with 1 or less possessions, whereas North Melbourne only have the 3. They're dominating.
Good kick finds Darcy Tucker. 55 out. Larky's got one-on-one against Darcy Moore. And Tucker just takes a little bit too long.
Eddie Ford's in his way.
Play on.
And now they're just going to do that little three-quarter pulled kick they've done all game to the top of the square. Flyers go up. Curtis stays down again. He's playing like Boomer Harvey. He's getting front and square and kicking snags for fun. He's got his second. There are some of the North Melbourne Premiership heroes. There's Boomer and Nicky Martin. And they're all loving this one. North Melbourne 7-1-43. Collingwood 1-2-8. Triple M Titanium Caravan scoreboard, first term.
Tucker's been good as well. Towards Pink at half forward. Marks it on his chest. They build the Kangaroos. They're starting to sense something's happening. Inside forward 50. They're looking for Larky again. But this time he's marked it just inside the boundary. He's already kicked 3, Larky. This is for number 4.
Well, the best thing Darcy Moore's done all game is not stand the mark there. He's been horrible. That leg rope is 15 metres. No good playing proactive positioning when your midfield is getting absolutely torched. Zero body work, and Suva is doing as he pleases at the moment. Disappointing start from the Pies captain.
That's the second or third time he hasn't manned the mark.
He's kicked
Touch of Phil Davis about that one.
5. The last 2 times he's played the Pies. Larky, they're taking a flamethrower to Collingwood in this first quarter. That is 8 on the trot for the Kangaroos. 8-1-49, and the Pies are 1-2-8. Big stuff by the Kangaroos, and there's 35 seconds to go in the opening term.
As I said, Collingwood need to get in and gather their thoughts. The problem is they like to play quick as well, but North Melbourne's pressure has been outstanding, and every time they turn the ball over, they're going back at a disorganised defence, and Collingwood cannot defend it.
49-8, 30 seconds left in the term. Still time for one more for either side. Davis Uniac's been brilliant. He's set the tone. Wardlaw's come with him. They're going to go inside 50 again, although Wardlaw's float is going to make it hard for Zurha. Ball didn't sit. Good work by Howe. Disappointing. Fisher. One-on-one with side bottom. Frampton. Pies will have the chance. 10 seconds to go. McRae sweeps a handball. It's going to have to sit for Lipinski. It does. Outside of the boot. Can they find a mark or an option? Core. He's going to get caught holding the ball. And there is the one they get on the siren. Oh, that's a real momentum killer in North Melbourne. But it is exactly what the doctor ordered. If you are Craig McRae and the Magpies, they get the goal at quarter time to break a run of 8 unanswered. And we head to quarter time to take a breath. North Melbourne 8-1-49. Collingwood 2-2-14 in front of the 1999 Premiership North Melbourne side.
For Ream Hot Water and McDonald's.
Triple M rocks footy.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
This is Triple M Footy's mini match of the round. Now, get ready for the second quarter.
There could potentially be an upset on the cards, but there is a long way to go, and we know what these Pies side can do. Second quarter underway for McDonald's and Ream Hot Water. Triple M rocks footy. Free kick in the centre bounce for Josh Dacos, who wheels and goes straight away. They're not going to play slow, the Pies. As the Pies now try and get a bit of ball movement through the corridor. Noble to Quaynor, forward of the centre circle, has Hoskin Elliott. Did he have his arms chopped? No. Harvey Harrison, handball to Crisp, wants to find that left boot, snap around the body. Does he sneak it home? He has. Kangaroos are all claiming it's touched. There's 8-9 of them all saying it was touched. The Magpies players all feel it was as well, but as they now do, they will pay the goal and then we'll get a soft review. So for the time being, the goal will stand as the boys talk us through the Triple M Harvey Norman replay.
I think Scott knew that he was a left footer. The closing speed was terrific, and he has definitely put his hand up, and he's telling his North Melbourne teammates to get set up for a kick in. So he's pretty confident that he's touched it.
Went straight away with it.
Courage again. Callan Dawson couldn't take the mark though. Opens the door for Collingwood. They're starting to roll now. Just got to sit for Hoskin Elliott, who twists and turns and sneaks home another one. You can't keep the champs down for too long. They've kicked the last 3 and they are back in this contest. They're 4-2-26. North Melbourne 8-1-49. They've got it back to a manageable 23 points. Early stages, second term on the Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard.
Still a bit perplexed as to why that ball that was touched off the boot wasn't called back still.
24-point lead to North Melbourne. Still in the second term here, Sheasel. been good. Throws it on the boot. Zerha with courage. Went back with the flight and took a strong mark, 48 metres out. Now needs to go back, show some leadership and composure and steady and see if they can respond because the Pies have been coming.
Curtis did a really nice job of protecting Zerha there when he was coming back with the flight.
Had a couple of cracks at it in the first turn. One was a miss from a snap. One got marked on the line by Larkey. His third go from right on 50. He's dead on point. An absolute beauty. And the Kangas get there first of the second term and a much-needed goal just to halt the momentum of the Pies. And they go to 9-2-56. Collingwood 4-2-26. 11 minutes played, second term.
Well, after that early miss from Zerha we said they're probably going to need to take their opportunities in a game where they're only going to kick maybe 10 or 11 goals. They're already up to the 9. The efficiency, though, 9 goals, 2, great kicking. And that's a nice finish. That's a big moment in the game for Zerha. We know how good he can go when he gets his confidence up, feels like he's involved. And that forward line in North Melbourne is teaching the Pies defenders an absolute lesson. Needs to be more arm across rather than standing side by side like they are. Far too friendly, that defence.
Lipinski has grass in front of him and he has Schultz working into the pocket. Kick goes in that direction. He played for the free kick and he got it. It was against Aiden Core.
Bring it back, Will.
It's going to come back, no advantage. So Lockie Schultz will take the free kick only 20 metres out. 45-degree angle.
And he'd be pumped the advantage has been called back.
He was down a few minutes ago, Lockie Schultz. Harvey Norman replayed.
It should have been an advantage because it's up to the player taking the advantage whether he thinks he's got it or not. And he chose to take it.
Harvey Norman, clearance on now. TVs, fridges, laptops, mobiles, furnitures, barbecues, mattresses and more. Best brands, best range, best price. Harvey Norman clearance on now. Clear free kick. And he's going to snap around the body. And he sneaks it home. He's got 2. The Pies have kicked 3 this quarter. And they go to 5-2-32. North Melbourne 9-2-56. Good kicking from both teams. Almost halfway through this second term. Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard.
North Melbourne's pressure rating still hovering above 200 here. So been absolutely electric from the first quarter all the way through now as we've played the best part of 10 minutes off.
Frampton slapped it forward. Only as far as Wardlaw, who sent it up to Scott. Scott marks 45 out directly in front. Has he got the legs from there, Stevie J?
Just, I would say. He's right on his limit, but I think if he gets it
That's your line, Bailey.
nicely, he should just clear the line.
He's a rangy customer. You find most of these sort of skinny, rangy types can kick the ball a long way, and he unloads. Does it get there? It's going to go all the way. Kangaroos get their 10th. And they're 10-2-62. Collingwood are 5-2-32. It's back to 5 goals to margin.
Well, it was a win for them. That they do have a clear directive, I reckon, Joey, when Collingwood pushed back to try and chip the ball and edge it a little bit closer to that 50 to 70 range, and then you can launch the ball inside 50 and create a contest. On that occasion there, they're able to create a stoppage, which is a win. They get set behind the footy, and then they pressure the exit and win the ball back. And then it was beautiful ball use by Wardlaw. We haven't really spoken about that kick, but he took the ball off the line under pressure and a beautifully weighted kick to Scott. Not easy at all. Absolute pearler of a kick to set up that goal. He's just about been the best man on the ground so far, Wardlaw.
Powell got out of it beautifully. Eddie forward, goes wide. Tristan Sherry. GF for debutant giving chase, and I think North Melbourne will be happy that ball went out of bounds. The Pies almost forced the turnover. And there's
Free kick. Pushed him into the fence.
Pushing it back after the ball went out of bounds. There was very, very little contact in that. But Sherry almost went over the fence. He played it up. And he'll take the free kick 35 metres out, right up against the fence.
Getting plenty of advice.
Needs an Academy Award for that.
Yep. 8, 7. He's going to go with the drop punt. This will take one hell of a kick from the big ruckman.
Has he?
But it's one of those days, Stevie. It is just one of those days. Tristan Sherry from outside the boundary line with a drop punt has kicked North Melbourne's 11th of the first half. And they can do no wrong. 11-2-68. North Melbourne 5-2-32. There's still 8 minutes to play in this second term.
Play on!
quick kick out of that pack. Side bottom, trying to slap the football and fortuitously found Crisp at the top of the square. Bobby Hill from the back. Oh! Bobby Hill takes mark of the year. He got the double lifter. He was on the shoulders, and then the second lift, and Bobby Hill hit the skies. Oh! That's as good as you'll see.
Think Ashley Sampi, but in a pack. That was unbelievable.
So Bobby Hill's already kicked one goal. Does this lift the Pies? He looks up at the screen. He saw how good it was. And he finishes it. Well done, Bobby Hill. And the Pies get one back. 38. Play 68.
That is unbelievable. Roll the replay. Oh, on the Harvey Norman. I cannot wait for this. This is going to get better with every angle.
It's to the big man too.
Yes, over the big man, but Archer was the one that jumped that gave him the second elevation. Landed like a butterfly with sore feet as well. Oh, that is as good as it gets. That deserves a car. I know they don't give away cars.
That's a car.
That's worthy of a car.
Now Maynard, his kick partially smothered. North pressure, unrelenting. Power. And Maynard, that's a dangerous tackle.
Oh, yeah. That's weak.
And that is a dangerous tackle. Yeah, there's a little spot fire going on.
Free kick, go through. Free kick. Second action of the tackle. Dangerous.
Yeah, that has been paid all year. And quickly Powell goes inboard to Tristan Sherry, who takes the mark 49 metres out.
You're on it, Mark.
And he's going to go back, and he's feeling good about his goal kicking. He's going to try and kick his second of the term.
Maynard might be lucky that there was no injury.
There was he didn't land on his head, Powell, so he should be okay from a suspension point of view. But the way they're interpreting free kicks, that motion is a free kick most days.
This bloke's had a big second quarter here.
Tristan Sherry, they currently lead by 30 points, North Melbourne, from right on 50.
End zone.
He's kicking him like he's Johnny Longmire.
That looked like horse, didn't it?
There was real mechanical like John Longmire. And Tristan Sherry's got his second. There's spot fires going on. Jackson Archer, of course, is in it.
Jackson Archer.
And all that matters is the scoreboard at the moment. North Melbourne 12 goals to 74. Collingwood 6-2, 38. It's 36 points. So for as much as Collingwood have tried to fight their way back in it, North Melbourne have had all the answers. And we still have 4 minutes left in this term. Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard.
Curtis, quick handball. Davies Uniac. He's got a couple of players on. He's going to have a bounce. He's got space to have another one. Davies Uniac. Handball forward to Zerha. Zerha centers the football. She's on. One-hander. They can do no wrong, the Kangaroos.
What is going on?
This is brilliant. Brilliant football.
What is going on?
Globetrotter sort of stuff.
Like the pressure there by Davies Uniac. The give and go. The handball over the top. Collingwood don't know whether to press up or hold back. And then the team play to finish that with a beautiful kick back inside when he could have blazed away and thought about himself. This is a different North Melbourne team than I've seen for 4 or 5 years.
This is for a game high 42-point margin. Sheezer's already kicked one. 30 out directly in front. 7-goal lead to the Kangaroos. And we're not even at half-time. They've kicked 13. The Pies have kicked 6. And it's raining goals at Marvel.
And North Melbourne right in front of their bench here, so they know exactly how long to go in the quarter. Just over 2 minutes. They conceded one really late before quarter time. They don't want to concede one here. Prince Eagle takes a contested mark.
Now I have kick it, Torp, son. Go on.
He's only been at the club for 3 weeks. And he's going to kick it to the top of the square. Where are the Flyers? Zaha! Zaha 4 deep. Of course he's been paid the mark. And he will go back to kick North Melbourne's 14th goal of the half. Yep, 14. From 10 metres out on a very slight angle.
Well, if he does kick it, Joey, this will be North Melbourne's highest score of the season. Not just at half-time, for the entire game.
Zerha for goal number 14 before half-time. You wouldn't believe it. He's got 2. And they lead by 48 points before half-time, 14-2-86 to 6-2-38. The whole of Marvel Stadium's in disbelief.
And a boundary throw in. Teakle couldn't take it with him. Working his way through was Scott. And he'll be holding the ball. And what a half of football for the Kangaroos. Stand and applaud North Melbourne. It's been your half and you've dominated. 14-2-86 to 6-2-38.
For Ream Hot Water and McDonald's.
Triple M rocks footy.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
This is Triple M Footy's mini match of the round. Now get ready for the third quarter.
All right, for McDonald's Ream Hot Water, Triple M rocks footy. Here's Lee Montagna on Triple M.
Well, we've witnessed one of the most amazing first halves of footy. Will it continue in the second half? For McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, side bottom. The senior players might have to lift for Collingwood because North Melbourne were away then. It was Davies-Uniacke, but Maynard almost got the interception. This is all happening just next to the centre circle. Paul Curtis, big first half. Davies-Uniacke was amazing. Eddie Ford's inside 50 on his own. Larkey offered a lead short. Instead he goes top of the square. Oh my goodness, this just continues. They've gone inside 50 and Zurha has taken a mark 15 metres out straight in front inside the first 30 seconds of this third quarter. He's lining up for number 3, and it couldn't have been much easier.
No, they were genuinely out. Bruzzy Maynard did a good job of breaking up the play initially, but then just a little toe poke to the runners and a nice pass from Eddie Ford.
So Cam Zurha lining up for number 3 for the perfect start in this third quarter. They do not look like slowing down. They are out to a 9-goal lead, 54 points. 15-2, I should say. 15-2-92 to 6-2-38. We've played a minute in this third quarter, brought to you by Triple M Titanium Caravan Scoreboard. Stay off-road and off-grid for longer with a luxurious titanium caravan. But let's get down to the boundary line. Pete Hooley, a sub has been made, has it?
Yeah, sure has. Probably not too surprising. Tactical sub from the Magpies. McRae out of the game. McInnes straight in after the half-time break.
What were McRae's numbers in that first half, boys?
Just the 6 disposals for Red Z, 3 kicks, 3 handballs, 0% efficiency. It's pretty low.
And Joey, you called it. More of the same there for North Melbourne. What's been happening is Collingwood like to run and gun off half-back, but if you can turn it over, you're going back at a disorganised defence. And that's why North Melbourne were able to score so easily once again.
Ball hits the ground level. Tucker was there. So too Nick Dacos. That'll be a free kick to McInnes. Got him too high, and Reef, the first time he's touched the ball, will have a shot at goal.
And this is one of the magnets that's been moved. You called it. Howe's up in the forward line, and so is Nick Dacos. He's gone to half forward. Bo McCreary starting in the centre bounce, getting some more midfield minutes. Obviously concerned as to the lack of input from Nick Dacos under that hard tag. This becomes a genuine must kick, though, for the Pies.
The Reefer, he kicked 11 goals from his 6 games this year. So when they play him, he's almost good for 2 goals a game. And they badly need this one. 40 out, 45-degree angle, kick on the way. Gun barrel straight. The Pies get the bands back. 44 plays 92. Early stages, third term, Titanium Caravan Scoreboard. He kept going, playing up, and he got it back in the middle of the ground. Handball forward. Jack Crisp on the left, looking for Schultz. And he's got it.
That was your free, John.
He's kicked 2 Schultz. This is the number 3. And maybe the Pies have got something to come.
Well, that's their best passage of play all afternoon. Tremendous mark from Darcy Cameron going back with courage. But I love the fact he just gave it to the runner straight away. They almost have to make it up a little bit. But when you think of Collingwood's DNA and what they do on offence so often, that's what it looks like. That overlap run, 2 or 3 handballs, get it to the centre, lower the ice, hit the target.
This is for number 3 for Schultz. And 2 in a row for the Magpies. 30 out directly in front. Kicks the goal. Back to back for the Pies. And they get to 8-2-50. Kangaroos to 15-2-92. Titanium Caravan Scoreboard. Stay off road and off grid for longer. Luxurious Titanium Caravan.
North Melbourne's got to understand that they are going to have some good passages of play, Collingwood. They can be a very dangerous team when they win that ball across half-back like they did there and link up. What they can't afford to do is to go into a defensive mindset now if they do lose a little bit of momentum. I think what made them a really dangerous team in that first half and got them to the lead that they were was their ability to pressure and then go back at the opposition when they got their opportunities.
There's Wardlaw again to Phillips, who's had that tagging role on Nick Dacos. Phillips is going to go for goal from a standing start from 45, and the little man's got it. He's pumped up. The adrenaline running through his body got the journey, and they will not be denied. 16 goals, 298s. They just keep on rolling. Collingwood 8-2-50, and they are going goal for goal early stages, third term. Nice finish for Phillips. Melbourne patiently work this one to their defensive 50 with Darcy Tucker. He's hemmed in inside the boundary line, so he'll kick long down the line. Sherry's made his way to this contest. Darcy Cameron, another intercept mark.
Stand.
Might give you the job, Daisy, for Red Z Lenning with no tune in it, just to see if you can find out how many intercept marks for big Darcy Cameron.
That's 3 for Red Z.
Well done. And from the wing, he's going to launch it back inside 50. McInnes has got the run and jump. There's a block off the ball, though. And it's going to go to Lockie Schultz, who again made sure the umpire saw it.
Come on.
Harvey Norman replay. It was against Zach Fisher, who didn't take his eye off the ball, so the free kick was there. Schultz went to ground, and he'll go back to try and kick his
2 metres,
fourth of the game from 40 metres out in a slight angle.
Big time speech, Pricey.
Stand.
So Lockie Schultz will kick a goal in the first quarter. He kicked 1 in the second. He's already got 1 in this turn. From 45. He's keeping the minute. Schultz has got 4. And they get another one in the Pies. 9-4-58. North Melbourne 16-2-98. So still 40 points the margin. 12 minutes to play, third term. Triple M Titanium Caravan scoreboard. Stay off-road and off-grid for longer. The luxurious Titanium Caravan.
Well, they've got their game going here, the Pies. Territory becoming a big factor. 6-3, they're leading the inside 50s. They're winning the contested footy by 4 as well. So all good signs, but also their kicking efficiency. So they've dialed up the pressure on North Melbourne. Only at 65% are North kicking the ball, as opposed to the Pies there at 79%.
Low ball down towards half forward, looking for Dacos. Used his body well. He's going to be given a free kick against McDonald. He played it well, Dacos.
It's been a good move. He's looked super lively and dangerous down there. Already had the one shot. Got a really good one-on-one with Phillips, who was up to the task. But in a game where they haven't looked like they've got too many dangerous tools down there, it's Schultz and Dacos who look like the most dangerous by far. Definitely a free kick.
Just a professional footballer, knew exactly how to draw the free kick. He'd almost overrun the footy. He just popped his head up and looked at the bloke coming his way, and as soon as contact was made, he sucked the umpire in.
Nick Dacos from 40. Kick on the way. And he squeezes it in. So the Pies have got 4 of the 6 goals in this quarter. Start to make their move. 34 points, 64 plays 98.
Stoppage. Oh, this could be another hole in the ball. It is this time. It was Pink who laid the tackle on Moore. He didn't get rewarded, so he went again. And this time he has been rewarded. Run down tackle on Charlie Dean. And Toby Pink will try and extend this 33-point lead and get it back out to 39. He hasn't kicked many goals in his career, just the one in game number 8. Drafted as a key defender. Been playing forward for his pressure. 30 metres out, 45-degree angle. We're right behind this one. It started out right. It curled back left. And they continue to kick it through the big sticks. 17 goals, 2. They've notched up 100. They are 104. Collingwood 10-5, 65. 20 minutes gone, third term, Triple M Titanium Caravan scoreboard.
Well, he was involved here on the wing. Short kick. I thought he went too slow, but he reset the field really well. The first tackle on Darcy Moore was definitely holding the ball. Didn't get rewarded there. And then good enough. Just smart, Stevie. Real Pinky in the brain sort of set up the way he thought his way through that.
And now we're back in the middle. Davies Uniac fitted to Wardlaw. They're the two who got it started, looking for Powell. Had to go back. He's got Curtis. Curtis from the 50. Lowers the eyes. Kick goes over the back. They're going to get another one. Running in and kicking the goal is Taylor. Lucks of fortunes for the Kangaroos. It wasn't meant for him, but he took it. 110 plays 65.
I'm a little bit disappointed Two-Man isn't in the box.
Oh, no, so am I.
Thinking the same thing. And imagine the stats he'd be coming out with. I'm doing my best to try and find.
Well, he might have gone with. They've only kicked 100 points 3 times in 5 years.
Well, there you go.
Melbourne, and of course they've won all those 3 games. GF. Streaming through the middle of Marvel. Schultz wants it deep. He's got options in short as well. Good composure.
He might have cramped up here. Or...
He looks like he's got a double cramp or a hammy. I'm tipping it's the cramp. His first game of AFL footy. He's got the double cramp. He's got the double.
He's holding both.
He's got a double cramp. We're laughing because we're laughing not because
straight-legged,
because we've all been in that situation, and it is horrible to come off with a double cramp. He'll get a massage, and while that's happening, Kruger will have a shot from 45 metres out straight in front. He lets it rip, and he's got it. So they'll keep kicking goals, the Pies, but they've got to kick plenty. He gets his first. Magpies get their 11th, 11-6-72. North Melbourne 18-110. Still over 4 minutes left in this third quarter.
It does look like they're trying to take on the middle of the ground at every opportunity. We know they need to score, but North Melbourne need to keep that positive attitude as well. They keep scoring and Collingwood keeps scoring. They've got the margin they want at the moment. It'll be hard for them to come back.
Ford handballs it back. Fisher going to be run down. Is run down by Nick Dacos in the middle of the ground. The Tide starting to turn for the Pies.
One kick there from
50 metres.
Oh, now this is a massive penalty. Too slow to give it back. Powell it was. If Fisher had got that ball advanced more than 40 metres, there was 3 North Melbourne players in the goal square unattended. Good run-down tackle. Just delay of game is what the umpires called here. Didn't give the ball back.
Should have been a goal to North Melbourne one way. And it's going to come back the other way to Dacos, and that is a short 50-metre penalty. The man on the mark about 38 to 40 out. Dacos will kick from 45 directly in front. Kick on the way. He doesn't miss. Dacos has got 2. The Pies get another one. It's the closest they've been for a while. 110 plays 85.
How nervous do you start to get now if you're North Melbourne, Stevie?
79.
You got to start to wonder, worry. Their pressure and contest been great.
Well, they're a little bit unlucky there, weren't they? Like
anyone but a left footer who had to come back through the corridor and they were out.
30 seconds left on the clock. 31-point lead. Long down the line. Darcy Cameron's in the box seat again. Couldn't take the mark. Eddie Ford tried to rip it away. Little toe poke was clever. Archer had a fumble. Now Eddie Ford's got it inside the boundary line. Just fiddling around with it a little bit. Curtis Taylor happy to go back, and they want to see the siren now. That'll see us out for the third quarter. It sets up for a grandstand finish. They have been magnificent all game, North Melbourne. They have 110 points on the board. But if there is one side in the competition that can run down 31 points at three-quarter time, it's the Maggies. 18-110, 12-7-79. Pete Hawley, Nath Brown, Daisy Thomas and Stevie Johnson enjoying this one. For McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, Triple M rocks footy.
For Ream Hot Water and McDonald's,
Triple M rocks footy.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
This is Triple M Footy's mini match of the round. Now, get ready for the fourth quarter.
The Kangaroos led by as much as 54 points when Zurha kicked the first goal of the third term. The Pies got it back to 31. It's now 18 goals to. Brilliant kicking by the Kangaroos, 110. The Pies at 12-7-79.
It's going to be very hard for Collingwood to win this game. They'll have to kick 6 goals to nothing.
That's it down to my man, Peter Hawley, Bob Jones, Marts.
Yeah, sub has been made. Jaden Stevenson in. Will Phillips has been the tactical sub for North Melbourne, and no surprise with that move, Nick Dacos straight into the centre bounce.
That's a bit weird.
It is, but it looks like Liam Shields is going to tag Nick Dacos. They are not going to allow Nick Dacos to beat them in this fourth quarter. And straight away, Dacos gets a free kick for a hold on Liam Shields.
This is the concern. Shield has strength to go with him, but I don't think he has the wheels that Nick Dacos does.
So Dacos drives it inside 50. Howe tries to fly, couldn't take the mark. Jackson Archer taking in a tackle.
Could there be an injury when aware of them.
Potentially.
I couldn't imagine why they'd take him off and do that now in this position.
Yeah, as a tactical sub when the tactic of tagging has worked.
The Pies from half-back fed it to Josh Dacos. Josh Dacos strolls through the centre, looking for Bobby Hill, puts it out in front of him, and an easy mark, and here come the Pies.
That was class.
Bobby Hill looks like he wants to give it off. He would have been able to make the distance from there.
Yep.
Harvey Harrison should be able to kick the goal anyway, and does. Not sure what Hill was doing, honouring the lead, but he was only 45 out, but they get the goal. And it's 25 points, 111 plays 86.
Well, you seen from the kick in what they were wanting to do, Collingwood. It was Aidan Core, the North Melbourne defender out here, taking the outside shoulder, which most defenders would normally do. But the ball movement for Collingwood now is going to be looking to go corridor. So what happened? They pulled that kick, and he just got on the wrong side of his opponent. And, you know, if you continue to do that, you want to protect the corridor as much as you possibly can. And if they take a mark wide, it gives you a chance to get back and get numbers into your defensive 50 that way. But what you can't afford to do is open up the corridor when Collingwood's going to be looking to go straight through it for the rest of this quarter.
Darcy Tucker wins the clearance, gets good purchase towards the wing, and again, Charlie Dean wins a one-on-one, gets a free kick for a hold. Standing up the young man.
Come round. Time back on. Play on!
This is on the wing. Handballs to Maynard in game 200. Goes to Bobby Hill, who just slips Jackson Archer and takes the mark. And this time he is within range. 35 metres out, 45-degree angle.
Well, Jackson Archer wasn't quite sure if Bobby was going to fly and try and take the hanger, just lost any sort of body contact with him, and Bobby Hill smart enough to realise where the ball was going to drop, sensed that Cameron and Sherry were going to tangle. Jumped in front, took a nice grab. Big kick in the context of the game.
Huge.
Already kicked 2 and taken mark of the year. For goal number 3. The crowd will tell the story. This is the closest they have been since early in the first term. They are back within 19 points and they are coming with a rush. 14-8, 92. North Melbourne 18-3, 111.
Chris to Jaff. Jaff going to be run down, handball forward. Nick Dacos looking for Sullivan. Scott was there as well. Nick Dacos again. Ball bobbling around. Sullivan's handball. McInnes. Schultz. Back to Dacos. Big influence in the last quarter. McCreary. He's going to kick another one. The Pies within 2 kicks. That's 13 points. 98 plays 111. Bunnings Trade scoreboard.
Well, 7-2 inside 50s. They're starting to dominate. The pressure around the footy's gone up as well, leading the tackles. Just going at 73% by foot. But it's just the wave running. We've seen it when they go into this mode. It's knock on. There was 3 handballs there, and over the top of the head, just Goldwood. Tap on from Crisp. Handball forward. They just kept the ball going forward, which allows all the runners to get involved.
It's going to be a ball up. Zerha doing the ruck work. Sidebot has been enormous in this second half. Sweeps a handball. Shields was basically tackling Dacos. So he quick kicked it out of the air and it might work. Hoskin Elliott, centre half back, under pressure. Balked a couple of North Melbourne players. Now Sullivan has Nick Dacos running shotgun. He gets it. He runs to 55. He has Bobby Hill top of the square. Nick Dacos. He's running Liam Shields ragged. He's been enormous. And Bobby to kick his second for the quarter and his 4th for the match to get them within 1 goal with 9 minutes left.
Unbelievable play from Dacos. Started with a toe poke, didn't it? And then he just took off forward. His reaction time to saying, I'm going to get involved in the play again.
Bobby Hill has had a good match-up against Archer. He's taken mark of the year. He's now kicked 4 and then within a goal. Can you believe it? The Pies are within a kick. 6 unanswered goals. 105 plays 111. Triple M Bunnings Trade scoreboard, and there's still a stack of time. 8 minutes 42 in this 4th quarter.
Archer had to wait for it. Bobby Hill belted it on. Comben socking up the ground. McInnes races after him. Comben well done. Dacos picked it up. Don't argue. That'll be a free kick. Comes back to Dacos. Got one high against Stevenson.
Stand.
So Dacos another possession in this last quarter. He's been the one that kick-started this. Looking for Howe, and he's got him.
Whoever came up with the idea to tactically sub Will Phillips should hand in their credentials and walk out of a coaching box.
That's a three-time premiership coach. Four-time.
Whoever's backing that up. Surely if that's floated, you go, no. My goodness.
It was at three-quarter time. Will Phillips got tactically subbed out, and we couldn't believe it at the time. And what's unfolded has been a Dacos masterclass, and Jeremy Howe has the opportunity to put the Pies in front. They were 54 points down early in the third quarter when Zerha kicked his third. And since then, it's been all Magpies. And they lead by a point.
Now North Melbourne have the numbers. Paul Curtis, can he find a mark? Eddie Ford's got to go, takes the mark. He's got free players everywhere. One of them's Larky. Larky's going to take the mark. Handball's over the top. Teagle's going to kick the goal. Gee whiz. You would have liked Larky to take 30 seconds off the clock, but it doesn't matter. They get the goal. And Stevie, that's what you wanted to see. I'm getting lightheaded. North Melbourne are in front. 19-3-1-17. Collingwood 17-10, 112. Back over to you, Collingwood. 4:42 on the clock.
It was all about instincts, wasn't it? We've seen them go away from that. In the first half, they were taking the game on. They'd see an option, they'd take it. And for the last 30 minutes, when Collingwood sort of put the foot down and got a bit of momentum, I think North Melbourne players are inexperienced. We know that. If they win or lose this game, it's going to be a great thing for them to be able to play in front of a big crowd in a tight game against a really strong team.
Zach Fisher will take the time. Comben. Instead he goes to Scott, who didn't really want to go for it. He thought it was for someone else. Turnover. Side bottom from 45. Screws it to Bobby Hill. Oh! Bobby's done it again. He has taken another brilliant mark. It won't be mark of the year, but it's just as important. Because he will go back from 15 out straight in front to kick number 5 and to put Collingwood back in front.
The hell was Zach Fisher doing from that kick out?
Yeah.
He had Comben one-on-one with Lipinski, and he went to nobody.
Equally, what was Scott doing?
Scott was in quicksand.
Scott, we want to see that again. Bobby Hill will want to watch this game on replay over and over and over again. He has got a handful. And Collingwood are back in front by 2 points. 18-11, 119. North Melbourne 19-3, 107. 2:34 on the clock. Davies Uniacke on hands and knees, but again, as you boys called, Collingwood want this. There are so many numbers
Pull
around.
the numbers out. If Collingwood get their hands on the footy, make sure the players that are outnumbered put a heap of pressure on, force a quick kick, win it back. Give yourself an opportunity.
The repeat stoppages is just playing right in the hands of the Pies. And then the Masters at it because of this. So you're North Melbourne, go and stand somewhere where there's space. If they don't defend you, try and get a big hit out there, or then you're the pressure.
Don't even bother tackling.
They're starting to do that now. Scott, Curtis Taylor have walked 5 metres backwards.
Fourth ball up, 30 out. Curtis trying to work through, couldn't tackle Lade. Chris dropped it. Hoskin Elliott cleared the area, and they find Harvey Harrison. It was a dangerous kick, but everything turning up Collingwood at the moment.
That was nearly the biggest clanger since Zach Fisher's kick. Turned back to the corridor and hacked a mung snap. No more than head high, unfortunately. Kruger's taken hangers. This game has had it all.
Kruger has just taken a hanger on the wing. And now Collingwood in great shape. There's 8 of them behind the ball wanting it. Kruger's ignored it and kicked long down the line where Kangaroos have the extra numbers.
Got to go corridor, got to go middle.
They are in the corridor. This is a big ball. Hoskin Elliott, Davies Uniacke. Dacos is there as well. They lose out. Scott's in a bit of space. He has Zerha over the top of the handball. Who has Curtis? Howe missed the tackle. Zerha to Scott. Missed the handball. Wrong option. Bad option. And Bailey Scott hasn't been the man this quarter. And they made a meal of that, North Melbourne. That was their chance. Larky wanted it inside 50. And now there's 1:10 on the clock. And Collingwood still lead by 2 points. That's 80 metres out just inside the boundary. Nick Dacos trying to kick it out of mid-air. Hoskin Elliott's been big. Quick kicks it only as far as Condon, who takes the mark at half-back.
Outside 5.
He goes down the line. Scott.
So still 2 kicks from home. He's looking for Wardlaw. Cherry's there as well. Wardlaw from the side. Davies Uniac picked it up, found some space. McDonald, the ball eluded him. Sock it off the ground. Back to Scott. That'll be 50. That'll be 50.
Has to be.
Umpire calls play off. He lost his whistle. From the side. Can't take a mark. Cecil at ground level. Zurha got it out. The Kangaroos with an opportunity. Darcy Tucker. Larkey out of bounds. How many chances do the Kangaroos need? They can't get the knockout blow. 23 seconds to go.
This is their last chance. There are 30 players inside the forward 50 for the Kangaroos. Powell tries to flick it out. Sheasel almost had the kick away. They've got one more chance. Fisher on the left boot. He goes to goal. Is it going to go through? It's Zach Fisher has missed it. Zach Fisher had the kick and he's missed it. The siren will sound. And in one of the most remarkable games of footy you will ever see, Collingwood have come from the clouds. They were 54 points down and they have done it once again. Absolute heartbreak for North Melbourne, but the Maggies, they do it once again.
Catch Triple M Footy's mini match of the round every Monday and get everything else from Triple M Footy by downloading the Listener app. For Ream Hot Water and McDonald's, Triple M rocks footy.